Destiny, aka Becoming Dr. S, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button so you can join the Dot Gang, and be sure to turn on post notifications so you can get notified every time I make a post. Today's video is going to be about my college experience, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're going to start this video off at orientation. So orientation was a very fun experience. I had a great time. I met new people, got a chance to explore the campus. The only thing I didn't like was that they took us the long way around campus. I didn't realize that till after I got settled and moved in and stuff. But, okay, so the part that kind of like shook me was that, oh crap, I'm about to be on my own in a month and some days. Am I really ready for it? Like, am I really ready to be on my own? So yeah, I was more excited than I was scared about this. So this didn't really pop up in my head again until moving day. So let's get into moving day / moving week. So moving day, y'all. Moving days, because I moved in Saturday and Sunday. So it was a lot. Like, I don't know if every dorm does this, but the dorm that I stayed in and that I'm going to be staying in again, this year, we had yellow bins, and you put like all your stuff in there. You can go to your room and put your stuff down and return the bins back to the front desk. But those bins were very, very helpful. Like, if I wouldn't have had the bins, I don't know how I would have survived moving day, to be honest. But yeah, okay. So that Sunday, I met my suite mate, and I met one of my friends who turned out being my BSE sister later on. Yeah. So I met like new people that moving day. Okay, so the next day I met my BSE group and I went to Catch 22. Catch 22 was basically like an event that the upperclassmen hosted for us. I was in a group chat full of upperclassmen and freshmen like me, and they basically wanted to give us tips on how to survive your freshman year of college. So I went to this upperclassman apartment, which was where it was located at, and I had a good time. I said it was a party experience, because after they gave us advice, it kind of turned into a little turn-up session, which was cool with me. I had fun. It also gave me like a great way to relax. Basically, the moving week was the time that I met a lot of new people. I met my BSE group. I got a chance to party. Oh, and also at Catch 22, I met two girls that I didn't know at the time that I was going to be really, really close to. So yeah, if y'all watching the video, you know who you are. Say hey in the comments. Anyway, so yeah, I met those two people. Moving week was really just a time for me to get my life together, make sure I got everything on track before school started, and just meet new people that I can like start with at the beginning of the year. So yeah, so now we're about to get into BSE. So I really didn't go into this much in my last video, but BSE stands for the Black Student Experience. You don't have to be just black to join. You can be any race and be a part of it. It's a retreat. It's a 3-day retreat. They had it on campus the year that I did it, but they might do it off campus. I don't know. But it's a great experience. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about others. I basically learned how to survive being a minority at a majority white school, and I feel like that's very important, because it's especially if, for me personally, because I've never been around like such diverse settings until I got to UNT. I've always been around blacks and Hispanics. So to be around like whites, Asians, everything like that, it was like very new for me. So BSE taught me how to deal with that. And honestly, BSE like made me feel pumped. It made me feel pumped to start a new week of school. Like, it really did. So now with that being said, we about to get into studying and exams. Y'all, studying was hard for me. Like, I really didn't know how to study. I had to learn. And that's one thing as being a science major. Like, your grades in your science classes are heavily dependent on two things. One, how well you can study, how well you can, like, retain information. And two, how well you can control your testing anxiety. Oh! Ew! Those are the two most things, because science majors, we really don't get that much homework. And if you get homework, it's not a grade, or it's worth like very little percentage points. So I would say that if you struggle with testing anxiety, there should be testing anxiety workshops on campus. I know UNT has them. Go to one. Just find ways to help you like calm that down. That's highly important that you learn how. And I also didn't know how to study. I kind of learned slowly as the exams kept coming. But yeah, so I really learned how to study towards the end of second. So as the exams kept coming, I kind of like learned my way how to study a little bit. Like I said in my previous video, I learned how to study for biology finally. But that really only depends on the professor that you have. Like, depending on your professor, you're going to have to alter how you study, which is sad, but you're going to have to. But yeah, so I realized that I'm very much so of a rewrite person. Like, I say stuff out loud, and I basically rewrite it over and over until it gets stuck in my head. So yeah, exams were rough. Like, okay, I'm not going to say they were rough all the way. Like, I had some exams that I was very proud of myself, and I was very proud that I made progress. And I had some exams to where, like, I wasn't as proud of myself. But I'm about to tell y'all, like, time that I made the worst exam ever. Like, I never made this low of an exam, even in high school, even in elementary. So, yeah, let's get into that. So, the lowest exam I ever made was stats. I made a 30, y'all. I made a 30. And the sad part is, I didn't even care that I made a 30. That's the sad part about all of this, like, y'all. Okay, so you know how, like, you get an exam and you feel hella confident. You answering the questions, you gonna get this right, get this and that right. So that's how I was feeling during the test. And my test was online, so basically as soon as you finish, you got your score back. So I did all the questions or whatever. I clicked submit, said a 30. I was like, well, you lose some and you win some. That's my L that I took. Let me move on about my life. Because normally, like, I can admit, if it's a science class, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be sad about it. But I guess, like, for some reason, I didn't care. Which is sad. Don't be like me. Actually care about your grades, okay? Care. Don't be like me. But yeah, that was rough, y'all. I had never made that low. I would never make that low score again. Never, ever in my life. So now that's pretty much all the academic stuff I'm going to get into. So now we about to get in. Okay, so now we about to get into a little bit more social things. So the first thing we about to talk about is football games. So football games were very fun. I only went to 2 because every other time they had football games, either I went home that weekend or it was an away game. So I had fun at football games. Oh yeah, and it really depends on, like, who you sit by. Like, I remember the first football game I went to, me and my friend sat by this person, and I guess he knew the SMU quarterback personally, so he was making jabs at him, and it was, like, very, very funny. And I also learned that we can change the fight song. The original fight song, so go like, let's give a cheer for UNT. Anyway, so fast forward towards the end of the song. And it normally goes UNT Eagles, UNT Eagles, fight. But the football games, they be like UNT MFing Eagles, UNT Eagles, fight. I'll also keep doing this too, and do like that, I think, or you clap your hands, one of the two. But yeah, so like, I heard that for the first time, and I was like, oh wow, we can just change up the song like that. Oh wow, that was new for me, but I like it. I like it. It's fun. It's fun saying that at the games. So yeah, so we're about to get into African culture. Yeah, I learned a lot about, like, African culture in 2 ways. One way was, so first way is, like, I had a lot of Nigerian friends. One of my friends is Sierra Leonean. So my friends would basically tell me about their culture. They'll crack little jokes, and sometimes I wouldn't understand them. I still don't understand some of them, but they'll crack all their African jokes and stuff like that. And they've also, like, played their music, and that's how I learned a lot about the music and the culture, like, different food and stuff like that. I also learned when I went to Uplift Africa, which was basically an event that they uplift Africans. I had a great time learning about the little dances and stuff like that too. Yeah, so I'm about to get into party. I only went to really one party. This party was actually fun. I had a great time. So I get in the door. That was like, you have to take a shot in order to enter. And on me, I don't drink. So one of my friends basically like as she was going in, she pulled me in with her because I don't drink and I'm not about to do all that. No. But it was fun. It was very, very hot in parties. Like it's hot. So me and my friends stood at the back of the apartment. And yeah, we had a good time. We turned up. It was a great stress reliever for me. But yeah, but like if you want to be technical, I guess you can say I went to 3 parties. So the first party I went to technically was Catch 22. The second party I went to was like the little apartment party that I just got through telling y'all about. And the third party I went to was the skate party. Okay, the reason why I don't consider the first and the third party like a party because like it wasn't the sole purpose of it. Like no, like I really came to the skate party to really skate. I didn't know that towards the end of the event that was going to pretty much like stop people from skating and turn up in the middle of a skating rink. And I also didn't know the first party that was going to turn that into a turn up thing too. So that's why I say I really only went to one party. But yeah, so we about to give a special shout out real quick. So best friend, my lovely best friend, who felt like she needed a shout out during the first video. But yeah, okay, so she pretty much impacted my college experience too, because before I barely knew these people, I talked to my best friend heavily. We would talk about any and everything. She would help me to give me words of encouragement, give me advice. So when I feel like giving up, she would help me get through it. So yeah, shout out to you. I will put her social media links either in this video or I do it down below. But yeah, she does hair, y'all. So if y'all want y'all hair done, contact her ASAP. Yeah, so with that being said, this concludes the video. If you guys want me to go more in depth on any one of these topics, comment down below and let me know. And yeah, so stay tuned for a new video.